Hey guys, I hope you're having a good start to your day. I want to show you guys my childhood cars. They've been with me since I was a young kid. And first I want to ask you guys for a favor. I have a video that only has 50 views and I've been trying to get that video out there. It's called Star Wars Hot Wheels Track. And I just want to ask you guys to please check it out and maybe share it if you can, or just give it a like, a big thumbs up. And I thank you for that. And I've been digging through some of my old stuff. And here is a Dragster. I remember picking this up on a school field trip to the zoo. And I went into the gift shop and this is what I found. A Superfast Dragster Matchbox car, and it became my favorite like instantly. I mean, look at that. Now, it's seen better days. I definitely played with this car a lot. Just fell in love with it. The body here is a little bit loose, or the inside part here is loose from the chassis down here, or the base, whatever. There, I snapped it in there, but it comes loose and the axle gets loose and moves around, but it's still all there. And the bar is still there, which is great. Check out the inside. Now, the good news is they reissued this car a few years back and I bought it. I'll pull it out and show you guys in another video because I don't have it handy right now. But beautiful car. I always love the graphics. I'm a cartoon guy, so I always love this kind of stuff. And let's see what she looks like. Oh, she's not all there. I forgot about that. I'm missing the front end. But like I said, I do have the reissue, still mint in the box. And that's a good thing. Hopefully I'll find this one day at the flea market in better condition. I'll be able to pick one up that'll have the front end on there. If not, I'm gonna have to open up the one that I bought at the store, which was a reissue. I remember picking it up at Toys R Us before they closed down here. Now, another car that I have since my childhood, and I mentioned it in another video, is this Seasider, which I used to play cops and robbers with and make believe that this was Cannon's car, Detective Cannon. And I forgot his first name. I think it was Frank, but I'm not sure. Frank Cannon, I think. So check out the back. And this was Hot Wheels Red Lines series from the first couple of years. There's a year on there, probably the year before it came out. Maybe the same year it came out, not sure. But yeah, it had a nice big engine. And that's the original boat. I heard that they're making these reproduction boats now, which is good, because if you have one or you find one with no boat, you'll be able to buy it for pretty inexpensively. They do fall out pretty easy. And man, this car, when it was new, that paint was so amazing. So it's had a long life and it's doing well. And here's the boat. The boat is plastic. White on the bottom and red or orange on the top. Looks a lot more like orange to me. And it just, like, you know, slides right in there. And the engines just fall into place there. Now that was a cool car to play with. Here's another Superfast I remember getting this one at a drugstore, and that was my only purchase for that day. I was a little kid. I had a job, make a little bit of money here and there. And once in a while I would go and buy some comic books and a car. They had like a display right on the counter, so I would get a comic book and then stare at the cars forever and finally pick one out. So I remember this is the second one I bought at that drugstore. The first one I bought there, I have it right here too. I'm going to show you in a second. There's the bottom. Matchbox Superfast, made in England. 1971 copyright, Leslie Products and Company, Limited. Mazda RX 500. Number something, I can't see that. Let's see the front. Here's the RX 500. Number 77. Everywhere. I love the STP stickers. These were so popular when I was a kid. I had a bunch of them on my closet doors in my bedroom. And later, I remember my brother, when he started driving, he put some on his car. Super nice car. So the first one I found at that drugstore is this one right here. You know, I just loved this car so much. I mean, it had the opening doors. It kind of like reminded me of Speed Racer type car, you know, this right here. And it was like the coolest thing. Just beautiful. Fell in love with this one too, kind of the same thing like with the Dragster. Saw it in that little case that revolved. I think you would turn it or something. Actually, I think it was like kind of square, but I think you turned it on top, or I probably couldn't reach the top. Push the sides around. I just know seeing a lot of pictures with the little thing on top. But check this out. Matchbox Superfast number 3. I guess in the series of that year. Monteverde. Looks like H-A-A-T or H-A-I, I'm not sure. Made in England, I can't remember. 1973 copyright. Leslie Products. Has a patent number. Played with this a bunch, man. I played with this car so much. Now let me show you another one of my favorites when I was a kid. And this is the one I bought as a kid. It's a Corgi. I'm not sure if it's the Whiz Wheels. Oh yeah, it is. Whiz Wheels. Corgi Junior's Whiz Wheels. Made in Great Britain. Volkswagen. Now I don't know what the 1300 number means. So these have been with me my whole life. I had so many more that I don't know where they wound up. And I always like to keep my things, but you know, things get lost or your parents give them away when you're not home. So that happens. And also we had a few moves from house to house, so but this was a really cool car to play with. I knew a lot of people that had Volkswagens at the time, so it was really cool. And then became an older teenager, and some of my friends bought Volkswagens, and we would ride around in them. So this definitely brings back a lot of memories. Now, another favorite, big time favorite that I had from very, very young, and I just remember getting this at a Woolworths, and this is a Mercedes Benz by Matchbox or Leslie, and Look at that, man. I played with this car so much. This is cool. It has the opening doors and the opening trunk. So a very beautiful piece. Now, I know it's beat up, but I love it so much. And I love it more than a really nice one that I have in blue, which I found as an adult. As I started to collect these back and try to find some of my old toys again. And here are the markings, made in England by Leslie. Matchbox series number 46. There's the patent number, Mercedes 300 SE. And I would watch Batman, the 1966 series, and similar cars would be on there. And I had the Corgi Batmobile, which I lost. I don't remember how it got lost, but you know, I didn't lose it myself. It just disappeared from my box of things. Anyways, I had that Corgi, and that would be part of the, you know, this would probably be like one of the robbers, and this would be a police guy with the Commissioner Gordon in there, and the Sergeant or Chief O'Hara, I think. Chief O'Hara, was it? Yeah. And Batman, of course, would show up and help out in his Corgi. Now here's another cool one I've had with me my whole life. And I know these pop up, but they're a pain, so I'm not going to open them, but you can see the engine, I believe. And this is missing part of the tire back there, or the wheel. And wow, it's really gotten dark down here. But it's the AMX, which is a pretty rare car in real life. Not as a toy, you can find them, I guess, you know, if you look around online. But these were so freaking cool, man. They look like, you know, back then a car like this looked so futuristic, you know, and wow. Really cool looking car. No chrome left on the wheels. This guy went down the track so many times. Super, super nice. Now here's another one. That's a Hot Wheels Redline. It's a Nomad. Now this car, I've picked up a few when they did the vintage series repops or reissued them. So I have a couple of these. I think I have a blue one. I think I have a pink one. And whatever I came across, I bought them. So I have a bunch of the reissues. And one of my favorite cars from the Redlines was the Beatnik Bandit. And when that was reissued, my God, I bought a bunch of them. So I'll show you guys. And if you look in my Star Wars Hot Wheels track video, I featured a bunch of Redlines in there and other Hot Wheels, and there's a part where the prototype car is driving on the track and passes by all the Beatnik Bandits all lined up, different colors. So if you want to catch that video, that'd be cool. And the last one, here he is. He's been reissued. He's been a treasure hunt. But this is the original from back in the day. And I got this one in a track set. It actually came with a track. And I can't remember right now, but it may have been one that also grabs a parachute, or maybe it was just like a jump, straight track, had like a ramp, jumped, landed. I know I had those two tracks. I can't remember which one he came in, but it was one of those two. And he's called the Demon. There's the year. And yeah, he's been played with a lot. by yours truly, and I just enjoyed this car my whole life, the Demon. He was one of the bad guys who would always rob the bank and get away, and Batman would be chasing him. Fun times, man, fun times. So cool. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Here I have some of my Johnny Lightning newsletters. I'm going to be featuring some Johnny Lightning stuff coming up. I know Ron's Muscle Car had asked me to feature my Johnny Lightnings from the Tommy era, which I will. I have some of the older ones, reissues, and I have some of the original Johnny Lightnings. I'll be pulling those out too. And I'll be showing you guys some of these Hot Wheel magazines and books that I have, and some of my Revell magazines, and these are from my Revell Club Get It Together magazines, and they have some cool things in them. So that's some of the things that are coming up. And of course I didn't finish showing you guys my pickups for the week. I'm running behind, and I have some catalogs and stuff like that. So here's a catalog I picked up back in the day when I was collecting. I still have them. I have this one, I have this one, I have this one, and I have this one. I can't remember if I picked this one up. I think I may have them, but I'm not sure. I have to look through my stuff. And this is a really cool catalog with lots of information and pictures of the cars that were coming out for that year. I always try to find the catalogs, but it was always tough to pick up catalogs. Cool thing is nowadays you can probably find stuff like this online. And I have a few posters put away. I just gotta dig them up too. Some of the Hot Wheels posters that you could send away for. Alright guys, thank you for hanging out at Marky's Toy World. And I'll see you guys in the next video.